Hello and welcome once again to the Owatonna Today Show. I am your host. My name is Betty Johnson. So glad to have you along. Today is Friday, September 7th. The first full week of September is gone. And we do want to remind you it's been the first week of school as well, and school now open. Please remember that and drive carefully. There's going to be kids and buses about. So that's something we can forget during the summer. So we just want to remind you of that. We thank you for tuning us in. We can be found, of course, on Charter Channel 8. Also, you can take us along on the internet. If you have your laptop, you can check in. We're at YouTube, also bliptv.com, and on Facebook. And Facebook is, once you friend us, then you will get information as to when this show is uploaded. And we should mention, as long as we're talking about Facebook, there is a contest that the Owatonna Today Show is giving away 2 sets of 2 free tickets to the Minnesota Renaissance Festival. We did a drawing for that on our Wednesday show. That's a $40 value. And to qualify for the ticket drawing, just go to the Facebook page at facebook.com/Owatonna Today Show and like us on Facebook. Or you can send an email to us at owatonnatoday@charter.net, and we will include you in the week's drawing. And the drawing is going to be held at the end of our show, coming up on Monday, September 10th, and again on September 17th. Also, the Owatonna Today Show would like to welcome back the United Way of Steele County as a show supporter. Our guests today are Beth Kallestad and Matt Durand of the Cannon River Watershed Partnership, and Sharon Stark from the Little Theater of Owatonna. And we'll be back with our first guests right after this quick break to check in with some of our fine sponsors.
I'm Dan Branstad of Carlson Branstad & Company, Certified Public Accountants. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Hi, I'm Laura Ressler from the Steele County Historical Society, where we honor the past and look forward to the future. We're proud to be a part of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back. This is the Owatonna Today Show. Our guests today are Beth Kallestad and Matt Durand from the Cannon River Watershed Partnership. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, first of all, for people who might not be quite familiar with the Cannon River Watershed Partnership, why don't you tell us a little bit about your organization?
Sure. We are a nonprofit organization. We're 22 years old, and we help people take action for clean water around the Cannon River watershed. And that's an area of almost 1 million acres, takes up parts of 6 counties.
Really?
The Cannon River starts over in Rice County, flows around into LeSueur, and then back up into Rice County at Faribault. And then the Straight River, our largest tributary, starts here in Steele County and flows north. And then in Faribault, they join together and then flow north-northeast over to Red Wing and join the Mississippi River. So any land that drains into those rivers and streams is part of the Cannon River watershed.
And what are some of the things that the watershed does? Besides cleanup, we're going to be talking about that.
Yeah, we have a variety of projects we work on. One is to help small communities to get wastewater treatment that's good and functioning for them. Some communities here that we've worked with are Hope and Meriden and Bixby. Mm-hmm. We do a lot of water sampling to try to understand the conditions of the water. Both our staff and volunteers do that. We help farmers by, a variety of ways, but basically we're trying to help them have productive farms and clean water.
Do you do testing of their well water too, or is that?
We do not do well water testing. Primarily we focus on surface water testing, so rivers and lakes and streams.
Okay.
Yep. And then we do a variety, we help work on stormwater issues, so rain gardens and rain barrels. We've been doing a lot of work with rain barrels the last 2 years, doing workshops for people and selling barrels.
Now, do you do this year-round, or is it just basically when there's no snow or the winter?
No, we are a year-round organization. We have a staff of 5 people, and then we have a board of directors, and so I'm a staff person, and Matt's one of our board members.
Where are you located at?
Our office is in Northfield. We're housed on St. Olaf's campus, so if we call you and you see St. Olaf on the caller ID, that's why.
Now, you brought Matt along.
I did,
Today,
yeah.
Matt Durand, and Matt, you are a board member.
Yeah, that's right. I've been a board member for going on my 3rd year here with the Canaan River Watershed Partnership. First was exposed to CRWP in my role at the city as a stormwater manager.
Now, for those of us lay people, CRWP?
It's the acronym for Canaan River Watershed Partnership.
Okay, sure. Well, just
Yeah.
wanted to, it didn't click in
Yeah.
on me right away.
Yeah. No, that's good,
Just
yeah.
double check.
Yeah.
So it's just an abbreviated, it's easier for me
Sure.
than to try and get it all out fast. But Canaan River Watershed Partnership was exposed to them my 1st year as a stormwater manager. And got
For the
to
city?
Yep, for the city of Owatonna. Got to know them. They were a partner in a grant through the state for some low impact development, and so they worked with the city for some rain gardens, kind of doing some training and some classes there for residents within the city. And that's when I first met Beth, and we got to talking, and she had asked for some participation to volunteer on the board, and I was really passionate about clean water, and here was an organization that so many individuals had worked hard on, for the last 20 years to get it going, and so it was really, a no-brainer to step on board and help volunteer to make sure that we had clean water.
And as a board member, what is it, some of the projects you do? You work
Well, as a board member, I also am the board chair for the organization. This will be my 2nd year in that role, and so basically I'm kind of helping facilitate the meetings when we do have our meetings, working on the executive committee, making sure that the things that we're bringing to our board have been vetted and looked at and reviewed and kind of discussed at an executive committee level and then brought to the full committee of 25 members. We have as board members for it's a rather large board, and so it's we get together once every other month and talk about the issues and finances and budgets and projects and grants, and so that's
And you're a nonprofit, so that's very important.
We are.
Yes. So yeah, those are the roles.
Now, you are here today to talk about the water cleanup. You don't just try to focus on clean water from the groundwater or whatever, but there's people throw all kinds of stuff into the river, don't they?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So this is our 4th year to do this watershed-wide cleanup. We have about 10 locations. It varies from year to year. Across on the Straight River, the Canaan River, we have a few lake locations. And we're up to, over the 4 years, roughly 63,000 pounds of trash that we've been able to account for.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it is. Matt's group here in Owatonna has been a real leader in the work that we've been doing. They continually beat the rest of the cities as far as number of volunteers.
This is all done by volunteers, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if someone wanted to volunteer, how do they go about doing that?
Yeah, well, in Owatonna, you're meeting at Morehouse Park?
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yep.
So this will be on next Saturday, the 15th. We start, you're 8:30?
Yeah, the cleanup starts at 9 o'clock officially, but I like to get everybody there a little bit early so that we can kind of go over training, go over if, what to pick up and what not to pick up, and to make sure that we have a buddy
things
system.
you don't pick up?
Well, when you find bottles that are closed with liquids in them, we like to make sure that they stay closed. We don't know what kind of liquids are in there, so we don't want people opening them up. Just dispose of them, put them in your bag. We talk about safety and lifting, how you do it. We talk about the buddy system. We want to make sure that if you're in the water, you have another person with you at all times. To make sure that safety is first and foremost. We don't want anyone hurt in this. We just want to make sure and do it the right way.
Now, with the lack of rain, the water is really down, which you said that for cleanup, that makes it a lot easier, of course.
It does. It's a lot easier to see and pull out the tires and the box springs and the chainsaws and all the
box
things that
springs and chainsaws.
Yeah, bikes.
There are junkyards and landfills around.
Absolutely.
People feel the need to throw it into the water because it pollutes the water.
It does.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Now you're running just from 9 a.m. till noon. Can you get it sufficiently cleaned up in just 3 hours?
Well, we don't want to tax people too much with their time, and you get tired pulling all that stuff.
I'm sure, especially if it's warm or humid.
Yes. Yeah.
And who knows by the 15th?
Yeah.
Just what kind of temperatures we're going to have. It's so iffy now.
Yeah.
Now, is there a particular age that you'd prefer? What's too young or?
I would say if it's younger kids, then just be prepared to pick up small things. And as you walk along the stream banks and that sort of thing, you'll find soda bottles and cans and paper and things like that. I wouldn't want a really young kid to get in the water because that would be a little bit dangerous, but at parental discretion. So probably figure about 8 years old is a good age to start being out there.
There's basically a lot of brushes. That's probably the most of the things you pick up along there.
Well, we leave the natural stuff there for the most
brush?
part. Yeah. You know, we do. We're looking for if there's metal posts or wood or any of the other debris.
Wrappers, I mean, a lot of
things that should not
trash.
be in the water.
Yeah, you know, storm sewers, all of our streets, our catch basins are all connected to pipes that dump into our waterways around here. And so whatever you see on the street, whether it be a can or a bottle or garbage, when it rains, like, you know, we've had rain, you know, last on Wednesday, a few days ago, that rain is actually washing that stuff into the catch basin right into the rivers. And so whenever we can get that up and out of there, that's an important part. So anybody that wants to volunteer, they can bring waders if they want, they can bring boots if they have an old boat, flat bottom boat, or an old canoe that, you know, they want to bring along. That's fantastic.
Is the water
as well.
high enough for?
You'll be dragging it. You won't be paddling.
We drag it, and it actually, they're like little water garbage trucks. You know, we actually put the stuff into these canoes, and then we can pull them out in landings, and then we dispose of it.
What about health safety issues if someone should cut themselves when they're around and something like that? You can get sharp items and that, and you have now the algae growing and that.
Well, we'll definitely have first aid kits available at all the sites, and that's again where we do the safety, and we'll have gloves for everybody. If you have sturdy work gloves, that's a good thing to bring too. And if you're not sure if you can get something out safely, then just don't pull it.
Okay, good. Our guests today have been Beth Kallestad and Matt Durand from the Cannon River Watershed Partnership. And once again, where is this being held and when, and where do they go to volunteer?
In Owatonna, it will be at Morehouse Park. You can meet down at the park at 8:30. You don't need to pre-register. You can come out there. We'll sign you in, get you registered. We'll give you your work assignments, and then you can head out to the different perspective segments of the streams or creeks or rivers that we're cleaning up. You know, we clean for about 3 hours. You come back, we'll feed you, give you some chips and hot dogs and some soda.
Yeah, because you work up an appetite, I'm sure.
Definitely, yeah.
Because you're going to clean up the entire Cannon River. Just about.
A lot of it.
Yeah,
a lot of it.
All right, thank you for being a guest here.
Thanks for having
us on the Owatonna Today Show, and we hope for good weather so that can happen.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Very important.
Thank you.
We're going to take this break to check in with some of our sponsors, and then we'll be back with Sharon Stark right here on the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Betty Johnson.
Hi, this is Barry Gillespie, president of ERA Gillespie Real Estate, where our pledge is to save you money, save you time, and simplify your life. And we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, Ann Plaskonko here from Senior Place. Senior Place has new hours. Mondays and Fridays we're open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Participate in Zumba Gold, Bike Club, table tennis, computer classes, speakers, and much more. Don't forget the Senior Place Partnership Program with 39 businesses giving discounts and incentives with your Senior Place membership card. Membership is only $35 for the year, which comes to just $3 a month to be a member. Consider joining us today.
Mayo Clinic Health System in Owatonna invites you to the 10th Annual Women's Health Day. Celebrate the woman within. Saturday, October 13th from 7:45 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Holiday Inn and Suites. Listen to Dr. Matthew Camp, plastic surgeon, on the Total You. Learn from Ashley Noble about healthy diets throughout a woman's life. Wrap up with Renee Rongan, motivational speaker, and learn about the fundamentals of a female. Tickets are $5 each and will be on sale starting September 10th at the clinic on 26th Street. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Amy Swain of Amy Swain Hearing Centers. I know that buying a hearing aid can be confusing and difficult. My job is to make that easier for you. With 18 years of experience with many different brands of hearing instruments, I can help you make the best choice. Remember, when purchasing a hearing aid, you are entitled to a trial period, and during that trial period, if you are not satisfied, then you can try a different brand or style. At Amy Swain Hearing Centers of Owatonna, Austin, and Waseca, we believe you deserve to hear better.
Do you know how to safely dispose of your expired or unused prescription and non-prescription medications? Not by flushing them down the toilet or putting them in the garbage, Doing so pollutes our rivers, streams, and drinking water supply. Take it to the box instead for safe, secure disposal. It's easy. Bring your unused medications in their original containers to the drop-off locations listed on the screen and drop them in the Take It to the Box drop box. Proper disposal of unwanted medications keeps them out of the hands of children and out of our environment. This is a message from the Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County.
We are back with the Owatonna Today Show. Our guest now is Sharon Stark from the Little Theater of Owatonna. Hello, Sharon.
Hi, Betty.
It's another year of plays coming up.
That's right. It's our 47th season.
Oh, my stars. 47 years already. And you've been involved in every single one of them, have you not?
Yes, I have.
Very memorable seasons, I'm sure. First of all, let's find out what the season is for this year.
Well, we're excited. We are doing a holiday show this year, which we do every other year. So we have 5 shows this year, and we're going to be opening with the Dixie Swim Club, which is a comedy. It's about 5 women that were on a swim team in college, and they get together at this cottage in South Carolina, and as a reunion every year, and it takes you from the 80s to the present, or the 70s, 80s to the present, and they reminisce about their families and their lives, etc. It's very funny. I saw them rehearsing last night, and I even laughed at rehearsals. So, and that's the dates for that are October 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, and 13, and that's directed by Larry Lodemeyer. Or, I'm sorry, Larry Ostemeyer. I apologize, Larry.
Well, that's close.
And then we're going to be coming back with another show at holidays called The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. It's a show that
doing that one. That is a wonderful play.
It's a show that we did about 20 years ago, and that's going to be directed by Sandy Hardy Hagen. Again, it is a comedy. There's lots of kids in it. And if anybody has done a Christmas pageant in a show in a church,
they can identify with that. Yes,
they can identify really all the problems.
Even the people working on
the
show.
Right.
We know every one of those people there. I was involved with that. That's why I remember that so well. Yes.
That's November 23. It opens a Friday after Thanksgiving, so if you have Thanksgiving guests, bring them.
Perfect.
That's 23, 24, 25, 29, 30, and December 1st. And then in winter, we're doing another comedy. Actually, it's a farce. It's an oldie, but people love it. It's called Charlie's Aunt. And that is being directed by Shelley Fitzgerald, and the dates for that are February 15, 16, 17, 21, 22, and 23. And in spring, we have another comedy, so this year we're spending a lot of time having a good time, and that's Chase Me Comrade, and that's by Ray Cooney, and that's going to be directed by Jim Cole.
And what was the name of that again, Sharon?
Chase Me Comrade.
Chase Me Comrade. What is that about?
Well, it's about a Russian ballet dancer who decides to deflect to the West.
Oh, okay.
And the misguided efforts of his British friends in trying to provide sanctuary for him.
Okay,
so
that's
funny.
A male ballet dancer.
Oh, yes,
like,
that's a funny.
Like Nureyev and Baryshnikov, I suppose it's going to take off on that.
Right. Then in summer, we are going to be doing a musical, which is a little bit of a change for us. Normally we do that in winter or spring. But because of the show, we thought that we may be able to attract some college kids. We're going to be doing Jesus Christ Superstar. And that is directed by Jeffrey Jackson, and the dates for that are 20, 21, 22, 23, 27, 28, and 29. And of course we have our season ticket drive going on right now, and it is a bargain, let me tell you. You can buy season tickets for, that would be 5 admissions for $50, and that's $2 on a ticket because our prices are $12 at the door and $9 for students. Or a twin pack, which would be 10 admissions, and that's $100. So if anybody is interested in getting that, plus the fact you do get the benefit of getting a reservation slip 10 days before we open to reserve your seats, and you don't have to stand in line. So that's a big bargain. And we're also doing something new this year. We're partnering with the Owatonna Arts Center on the Dixie Swim Club on the Thursday, the 11th. we are going to be doing a ladies' night with wine, hors d'oeuvres, and chocolates.
Perfect.
Prior to the show.
Just give me the wine and chocolates and I'm set.
And the price of those tickets are $32, including a ticket to the theater. Now, some of you may have coupons for that, and we'll honor those. So that would only, otherwise, it is $20, and you can purchase those tickets at the Art Center. So it's an exciting season, and we're looking forward to it.
Now, you have. Do you know some of the cast members for the fall production?
Well, the Dixie Swim Club has a veteran cast of Vedette Ostermeyer, Bev Cashman, Gayleen Steckelberg, Sandy Hardy-Hagen, and Kathy Purdy.
Oh, okay. That sounds like
so
a
you have
cast.
5 women. And
some nuns in there, too.
Yes.
Remember,
There's some nuns in there.
Plays, yeah, so
yes,
they're veterans of comedies, too. And
that's right,
real well.
as we know. In fact, it's a great show. It's a funny show. Men will enjoy it, too, but I think women will really enjoy it. So they have nothing to do on that Thursday night. Make your husband stay home and do the dishes, and you come to the Art Center, or take care of the kids, or run them wherever they have to go.
Yeah, good ladies' night out. That's a good way of promoting that too. Now, if somebody wants ticket information,
they can call me 451-6156, or if they want to email me, they can email me at Sharon1889@charter.net.
And the box office usually opens
the Monday before we open, so we will be opening right before the 5th, which is a Friday, so we would probably open about the 1st of October. I'm sorry I don't have a calendar in front of
now
me.
You mentioned the dates, but it also includes a Sunday matinee, does it not?
Yes, it does.
So we're in the football season for those of you who are football widows and you just want to get out of the house.
The matinee would be on the 7th, and that's at 2 p.m. So.
That's a great time to get out there, too.
Yeah.
Matinees, things are a little more laid back and not quite so, busy.
Yes.
But when it's funny, a comedy like that. So,
well, plus the fact that it is during the day, and if people don't like to drive at night.
That's true. So how is it you settled on all comedies this year rather than, there's usually a drama?
I guess it was the way the applicants came in, the people that applied, and we had a pretty heavy season last year. So we felt that maybe this year we would lighten it a little bit.
Yeah.
And as I said, we did add a holiday show, which we do every other year.
Now, for someone who probably might be interested in directing or that, because I know you're always looking for directors.
We're always looking for directors, backstage help. If anybody is interested, they can give me a call, or they can email me, or email us, or go to our website, and it'll tell you where to go, which is www.littletheaterofowatonna.org, and there's an information, and you just send the question. We'll answer the questions, or just show up at the theater up here, and we'll put you to work.
And the thing is, it's wonderful if you're new to Owatonna. It's a good way to get familiar with a lot of the people in town as well, because there's people from all walks of life and ages that come to LTO to help out and work on the cast.
You got an hour or you got 2 hours.
Yeah.
In fact, if anybody wants to, Saturday they're going to be working on the set. If you want to help paint, just show up at 9 o'clock.
I remember asking my son one time, he said, the paintbrush doesn't fit in my hand. So, but there's lots of other ways to help, costumes and props and so many things. Ways to become involved in
anything.
that too.
As I said, if you've got an hour or 2 hours or whatever, we'll take you.
So once again, what is the contact information, Sharon, in case someone
You can contact me at 507-451-6156, or you can go to our webpage, which is www.littletheaterofowatonna.org.
Good. Thank you for coming out today, Sharon, and telling us about that.
Thank you.
It sounds like a great season of some wonderful comedies, something for everybody at the Little Theater of Owatonna. So check it out. I'm sure it's something that you will find that you will like. So we're going to take this one last break, and then we'll come back with a few announcements. So stay with us.
Hi, I'm Molly Tichenal, manager and personal trainer at Snap Fitness, your 24-hour fitness solution. Snap Fitness is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
The Owatonna Care Center is excited to announce our new partnership with Dr. Middle and Dr. Wilcox of Long-Term Care Professionals. This partnership ensures that residents can be seen right here at the Owatonna Care Center when needed. With this special on-site care, long-term care professionals will be delivering to our facility. Our goal is to decrease hospital visits and ensure special one-on-one care for each resident. Long-term care professionals and the Owatonna Care Center are dedicated to improving the clinical management for our residents, ensuring that they receive the highest quality of care.
Hello, I'm Shawn McNulty with Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House in Clarebridge, and we're a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
In 2011, United Way funded programs provided services to over 10,000 Owatonna residents. For the second consecutive year, the vast majority needed help to meet their most basic needs: food, clothing, housing, and safety. United Way of Steele County is able to sustain a safety net of direct services, prepare our children for the future, and provide seniors with support to age in place due to the generosity of our community. Please make a donation to United Way again this year. Our neighbors are counting on us, and we are counting on you.
We are back with the Owatonna Today Show, and we do want to thank some of our fine sponsors that have helped bring you this program. And our premier supporters include the City of Owatonna, along with Express Employment Professionals, Mayo Clinic Health System of Owatonna, Owatonna Public Utilities, Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County, and the United Way of Steele County. Our primary supporters include Amy Swain Hearing Centers, Little Theater of Owatonna, and the Owatonna Care Center. And our interlude supporters are Abraham Consulting Technologies, A+ Sew and Back, Brenda Bednar Mortgage, Glenn Megger and Tim Thomas of the Brick Megger Funeral Home and the Medford Funeral Home, along with Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House, and Clarebridge of Owatonna, Carlson Branstad and Company CPAs. Also, members of our interlude sponsors are ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Fairview Animal Medical Center, Horizon Eye Care Professionals, Clancher and Son Landscaping and Concrete, Napa Auto Service, Owatonna Business Incubator, Pizza Ranch of Owatonna, Profinium Financial, R&K Electric, Snap Fitness, Steele County Historical Society, the Third Hand Incorporated Video Productions, and TPS Insurance. So we hope you will support these fine Owatonna businesses. When you're in there, please thank them for being sponsors of the Owatonna Today Show. They bring our show to you. Without their support, we probably wouldn't be here. So we do thank them for that. And we're always looking for more supporters of the show. If you are a business and would like more information about becoming an underwriter, just give our producer, Leanne, a call at 390-5751. So need your contributions to help keep Owatonna Today Show on the air. We thank you for joining us today. We'll be back next week. Shelley Whitehead, my partner in crime, the new co-host, will be your host of the show next week. So thank you for joining us for today, the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Betty Johnson.